Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Reese, and I am so excited because today, in just a minute, I get to talk to the first contestant from this current season of The Voice Season 19. Tamara Jade is going to be joining us in just a little bit. I cannot believe we've already got another season of The Voice. I cannot believe we're already talking to another contestant from the season of The Voice. And I cannot believe we're talking to Tamara Jade. She opened the show. So I'm so excited to have her. But there she is. Yes.
Hi.
Tamara, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on making it on the show. Four-chair turn, just everything. Like, how are you feeling right now?
Thank you. I'm excited. This is just all such a whirlwind of support and love, and I'm just living in gratitude and excited to see what's to come.
And also, like, this year is just so weird. So just to have this opportunity,
Understatement.
a little
Okay.
jealous of you.
Yes, this year was crazy. But this moment has been kind of like a nice I don't know. I won't say way to close out the year because it's not over yet, but
Right.
it's been a really nice kind of turn of events, I'll say, in the midst of still chaos. So, like I said, I'm excited. I'm grateful. Hi, hey Des, hey sister.
I'm loving all these comments already. This is so great.
Yes.
All right, so like I mentioned earlier, four-chair turn. Did you have any idea who you were going to pick? If that was the case, what were you thinking going into it?
Well, I definitely knew from Jump Street, like, that I wanted to work with John Legend, but
Yeah,
in that moment, I really did not expect Kelly's response to be so, like, energetic, and I really did consider a lot of what she said, and I considered what they all said. At the end of the
yeah.
day, like, you can go into that situation with a particular mindset, and in that moment your heart tells you something different. So I definitely kept my heart open to the feedback, but I knew, I mean, the country singers go for Blake. I'm a soul singer, I'm an R&B singer, I'm gonna go with the person who does what I do. If that's cliche or stereotypical, oh well.
Oh,
I wanted to get out of this experience what was going to help my career in the long term. So I knew that I wanted to be with him, but Kelly definitely gave him a run for his money, for sure.
and you never know what's going to happen. After knockouts, you might get stolen. Like who knows? So maybe you'll get to work with a lot of different coaches. Who knows?
Gotta
But
watch and see.
I know. We're just at the beginning of this season for sure.
Yes, indeed.
Um, I've got to ask, how was it performing with Lizzo at VMAs? And please tell me like a great story from that experience.
I love talking about that. It's actually some wonderful ladies in the comments from that experience. We're still all really good friends and cheering each other on and supporting each other. It was, first of all, it started out with an Instagram post, a very, very vague Instagram post that was like, female background singers who can dance needed for possible TV and touring opportunities. Email 3 videos to this email address. That was it. And um that's why you got to stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready, because you just never know when
Yes,
opportunities come.
yes, yes.
And so I submitted, and midnight that night, after a few different correspondence, they asked for a few more materials. Midnight that night, got the email that was like, it's these 3 songs you need to learn this part, that part, that part, and be at this address at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And so it was like, that's the moment I knew who it was for, because there was 3 of her songs, and I was already a fan, so I knew him. I was like, oh my God, so I knew, because I was a fan of hers, like, for years before that, at least 3 years before that, I was like, this is my gig. Like, that gig has my name all over it.
Yes.
Like, go in there and get what's yours. And 3 p.m. the next day, I actually was in DC with my family. I was at that time about to rehearse for my album listening party. And so everything had to go on hold. I had to, hey, can't make it. Got something really important. Took the train up to New York City. Random crazy turn of events. My phone stopped working when I got back to my apartment.
Oh, no.
And SOS messaged my parents. SOS my mom and my dad that I was in grave danger, but my phone, like, the screen shut off, so I didn't know anything. And so I finally get to the rehearsal space where the audition is, and the like front desk guy comes around and is like, is there a Tamara here? And I'm like, my name's Tamara, like, could you be talking about me? And he's like, yeah, somebody called and left a message and said, call this number back. And I called back, and it's my friend. And she's like, girl, we have been all over New York City looking for you.
Oh, my God.
Your phone SOS your mom and your family. And they are like, we're about to call the police. Like, we didn't know who you were. But I had the best friends in the world. They tracked me down. They didn't have an address. They didn't have any information. And they figured out where that audition was and found me. So needless to say, I booked it.
Yes. You booked it, and you have great friends and family.
Okay, for sure. Like, for sure. I told him, I was like, I need to get y'all some t-shirts, like Friends Bureau of Investigation, because they like tracked me down in New York City, like Home Alone or something. So it ended up being just a really just life-changing experience. We all bonded so well. It was very rigorous. You know, it was 10-hour rehearsal days. It wasn't like it was just like fun. Like, I know she's like the turn-up queen, but it wasn't like rehearsal was turn-up. Rehearsal was rehearsal. We worked very, very, very hard. And the day before the show, we ended up having like this, I don't know, sister circle, powwow, come to Jesus, whatever you want to call it, where she wanted to hear, all 24 of us, she wanted to hear what we felt about the performance, and, you know, what we were concerned about going into it the next day. And
oh my God.
Everybody, I mean, there was not one dry eye in the whole room. Everybody, by the end of it, people just sharing their stories of, you know, what they had to fight through to be able to even get a gig like this, and how they had given up on even being able to perform anymore. And so that opportunity really just, it was really life-changing and freed me in such a way that allowed me to not feel like I needed to apologize or change anything about myself in order to be recognized, or in order to get a platform where I could really say some things. So I love her, and that's why ultimately I chose to sing her song for the audition, because it was kind of like, for one, like, this song is fire, and two, like, I get to pay a tribute to
absolutely
somebody who really has made an impact on my career, whether she meant to or not. So
yes.
Tamara,
that is so cool. Speaking of your audition song, I love that reason for picking Lizzo's song. Did you have any other choices that you were considering?
You know, in retrospect, they all paled in comparison to that choice.
Yeah.
There was lots of things that I could have sung that probably would represent me, but I'm a firm believer in the moment, like what's right for the moment, what's right for the time and for the context. And I think the way that it all played out and aired, it was just like the perfect, like, wake up, America, we back kind of thing that we really needed. And so I had other choices. I don't really remember like what order they were in, but I think nothing that I wanted to choose was what I didn't want to choose anything else as much as I wanted to choose that song. So
Yep. Well, quick story. I have been recapping some of the blind episodes with the last season of contestants, and one of the people I talked to was Todd Tillman, who won. And nice. One thing I realized was he was the season opener for season 18, and he won the show.
Oh, yeah?
And you were the season opener for season 19. So we're just going to see what happens. But we did talk about that. Yes.
See what happens.
We talked about that. But how, I literally, like, remember asking him this, but how was it, like, did you know you were going to be the first one of the whole season? And, like,
I didn't know.
Okay, so you did not know.
No, as
What?
a matter of fact, my loud family was just, I mean, still getting their plates and like moseying on over
Yes.
to the living
Yes.
room. And I was like, oh my God, oh, that's me. Shut up, that's me. So I definitely did not see that coming. I'm so grateful because I feel like, again, the way that they put the package together really just, I think, was even so, it was so much bigger than me. You know, it's such a moment. And even realizing the impact that this show has on so many people. Like, I mean, the comments, the fans, the supporters, like there's people that really like support this show and love it. My aunt has watched every season. My best friend was on season 4. And since we were introduced to the show, then like she has not stopped watching it. She loves it.
Yeah.
And she kind of feels like she understands my journey as an artist and as a singer a little bit more from watching the show. And so I think, like I said, the moment was so much bigger than me. I couldn't have even imagined like that it was gonna turn out like that. But I'm grateful, honey. You know, I'm glad to lead the charge.
Uh, I'm just so excited for you. I loved your audition. Is there? I know there's not much you can say about going forward. Can you talk at all how it's been to work with John Legend yet?
Yes, I
Can we
can talk
mention
about
that? Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Good.
Yes. You know, just kind of going into the battle rounds, which we know are coming up next week. Just off bat, he is able to identify your strengths and challenges almost immediately. And as somebody who has, like, I went to school for music, I studied classical music for 10 years. I had
Yes.
voice teachers and vocal coaches. To me, like, that's like the hallmark trait of somebody who is really good at what they do. If they're able to like diagnose you when you go to the doctor, like you trust them doctors that can look at you and be like, you know what, I know what that is. Like, you know what I mean? So it was almost instantaneous that like he clicked into coach mode. And like I love that. I love a good balance of like, oh, you're really good, but let's dig into what you're not so good at. You know, let's not spend
Yeah.
too much time blowing smoke up Makista. You know, we know that we're all good at what we do. That's how we got here. Now let's work. And that's basically what it was like working with him. And he's somebody like I have admired from afar for so long. And of all the coaches, he is the only one that I have seen live like multiple times. I've been to his shows. And actually his Christmas show, Legendary Christmas, was the reason that I even wanted to work with and started following Jamel McWilliams, who is his creative director, choreographer, as well as Lizzo, as well as Janelle Monáe. So when I saw that
Mhm.
audition come up and when I saw him in that room, he can tell you this. I told him, I said, I expect a phone call.
Yeah.
And so when he called
Ah.
me to offer me the gig, he said that. He said, you manifested this. You said that this was your gig and you booked it. So, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Anyone that's watching this right now, keep that in mind. That is such a great attitude, such a great energy to keep. Oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think sometimes we leave too much up to chance or we give too much credit to chance. And I was living like that. I was living like, you know, every good thing that was happening was just kind of like a stroke of luck. Like any minute now, people are going to wake up and realize I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of like how I was moving through life. I guess that's called like imposter syndrome or something. But then one day I had to wake up and realize, like, no, honey, this is the way it's supposed to go. This is what you worked for. This is what it looks like.
Yes.
When you put in work, you manifest, you speak it over and over again, you work towards it, and you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. It's been a
Yes.
long time. I've been doing this for 20 years, like since I was a child. So it doesn't feel like, but it feels like forever and overnight all at the same time.
And you said it right at the beginning. You just got to stay ready. You don't
Stay
have to get
ready,
ready,
so you
but
ain't
stay
gotta get
ready.
ready.
And yes. Oh my goodness. I'm such a fan already. I'm so
Thank
excited for
you.
you. Tamara, I'm going to let you go for now, but I have a feeling that we'll be bugging you soon. I hope to see you in the show till the end. And yeah, I guess that's it for now, but I can't wait for battles. I can't wait for knockouts. And I'm excited to see what you bring to the rest of the show.
Thank you. Everybody watch this week and tune in Monday and Tuesday. see the battle rounds, see what we got going on. I will say that, like, I can say this because I lived through the battles. We know that I did. There's going to be some amazing performances, and what we were able to do, especially given the circumstances of COVID and social distancing, I think people are really going to be like blown away, and just kind of, I think we kind of setting the tone for what this whole competition show is going to look like.
Yes.
You know, moving forward, because it's definitely different, but I think people are going to be excited. So keep rocking with me, hang with me. I love all of you guys. Thank you for your support. You are so adorable. I hope we get to meet in person sometime.
I know. I miss getting to talk to y'all face to face for sure.
It's okay.
And I do have to tell everyone that's watching. Yes. I do have to tell everyone that's watching, it is very important to like videos, definitely vote when it comes down to that. Please vote for Tamara and support her. But yeah, we'll let you go for now, but I would love to talk to you in another week or two and see how you're doing.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, stay safe during all this crazy election mess. It's a weird world, but now we got The Voice and we get to watch you, and I'm excited. So
yes. Give ourselves some inspiration in the craziest time I think any of us have ever lived through.
Ever.
Thank you, Craig.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Guys, thank you so much for watching us. We are Hollywood Junket. My name is Craig Reese. That was Tamara Jade, the first contestant we've gotten to talk to from the new season of The Voice, season 19. She is on Team Legend and just killed it. Opened the season and just did a great job. So we're very excited to talk to her today, and I hope to talk to her again soon. If you were watching, if you were commenting, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Please join us here on Instagram. Follow us. We also post all our videos on YouTube, so you can see all our past interviews there. But yeah, today's Friday, so it's the weekend, and I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I think we'll have a lot of interviews next week, so we'll see you then. Have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Bye.